Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 88 Eagles Den. My name is Gyll, spelled with a G. Today is the first day that I'm going to be taking you and I on a voyage of the 88 Eagles Den. And I'll just give you a backstory because this is my very first video of the next 88 days. I don't even know where to begin. Well, I do have 88 eagles. As you can see here, this goes all the way up the wall. I have 88 eagles all over my room. They're not real eagles, as you can see. They're Eagle figurines. They're all types of metal, different material, different sizes. They're all over the place. And within the next 88 days, I'm going to go through each and every one of them and ask it its name and the message of what it has to bring us. So far, I think I've done around 20 of them. But I'm going to go through them all, maybe do the first 20 again. I'm not too sure yet. I may have to go back and look at my notes because this is a different era, a different time. Maybe they have a different message for us. I don't know. But in any case, the story of the 88 Eagles, how they came to be, is about 25 years ago, I would go on road trips, staycations, things like that. And in my car, I would drive up the same highway to get out of the city. And there was a gift shop there, an Aboriginal gift shop, and they had a basket of rocks. And, I was going through a period in my life, and I would stop at this Aboriginal gift shop and put my hand in this basket of rocks. And each rock had an animal. So it could be a beaver, a snake, a turtle, it could be a raccoon, it could be any animal, but each animal had a message. So whatever rock that I would pull out of the basket, I would read the message on the card that it had. And that would be my message for my road trip. And this is a thought that I would think about the message, So each time I went on this road trip, I would make a pit stop at this place to find out what's the message for me on this trip. And I did that for a long time. It was like mandatory. Anybody that was with me, we had to stop at this place. Because one day I went to the same gift shop and I picked out an eagle. And I read the message, and the way that I interpret the message that I read was that the eagles fly above the bullshit. And at that period of my life, that really hit home. I thought, wow, the eagles fly above the bullshit. And as I was driving my car, I felt so relieved. I felt, wow, they fly so high above all this bullshit, all the drama, everything. And I just immediately just felt I could just drop my shoulders and relax. I don't have to be attached to the emotion. I don't have to be attached to the drama. I don't have to be attached to the anxiety. I don't have to be attached to any of this because I'm just going to fly above it. And I turned on my music and I just felt, this is awesome. I love this. I felt, wow, So from that moment on, I saw eagles everywhere, eagle books, eagle statues, eagles, I had my own gallery. And my gallery outside the door on the sidewalk, there was an eagle mosaic that was in the sidewalk. And I thought, wow, this is crazy. So I just stuck with this animal for 25 years. And fast forward, I started a community garden, and it became very popular. It was a flower garden, and it wasn't a typical flower garden that you would see. This was a garden that was magical. It had its own vibe, its own energy, and it attracted people from all over, young, old. And the way I designed it was it had a different theme every year. It had little knickknacks, and it had a place for fish. It had a wish box. I mean, it had so many things every year. It was different. But my point is that people had their own relationship to this garden. And I started to recognize that this engagement was happening. I wasn't there. I just created this garden, and it just happened to attract a lot of people. And I knew it was something special. So I called the flowers in the garden, I called them eagle blossoms. because I knew the energy was from the eagles flying above the bullshit, and it was just a major mass permission slip for anyone and everyone who came to this garden to allow themselves to fly above the bullshit in their life, to give themselves that childlike wonder, that childlike feeling of being, you know, just being their true authentic self. So this is, became my thing. Like, okay, that's what it is. And it just grew from there. And then eventually, the energy, it drew to me this fellow that was moving out of his apartment, and he said, hey, I have almost 100 eagles. Do you want them? And I said, yeah. So he gave me these 2 big containers of eagles, little eagles, these guys here. And I unwrapped them, and I counted 88. And I thought, well, infinite 8 is infinity. So infinite, like it's infinite, infinity. It just goes on forever. There's no end. And so I've been, talking to these eagles. I've been naming the eagles. My artwork that I do, I create each piece of artwork co-creating with one of these eagles, because each eagle has its own message, and the artwork that I create is very meaningful. And I just create each artwork co-created with one of the eagles that I just pick up and I talk to, and then we just co-create. So I know that was a lot, but that's just the surface, because there's a lot more to this. But I think basically there's a lot more meaning to it. I could go on forever about this, but basically what I want to do now is I want to share these 88 eagles with you in the 88 Eagles Den. And like I said, they're all over the place. They're all over. And I want to share with you each day 88 eagles, their names, their messages. And somehow, if it resonates with you, great. Come on this voyage. Subscribe to this video, to my channel. And I don't know. This is my first video. I have no idea how this is gonna go. All I know is that I have to get this out. I have to share this. It's my calling. I'm here, and I'm excited to find out what comes out of my mouth. Like, what messages are these eagles gonna have for us, and the names, and all of that. Like I said, some of them I've already named. I think I got up to like 20. But yeah, and this is very impromptu. I didn't practice any of this. This is just me. I'm drinking my cacao. I love cacao. It's just something that, I don't drink. I don't do any drugs. I don't smoke. So, I get high off of creating my artwork and my garden. There's certain things in life that I just feel more meaningful than drinking or any of that, because, well, that's for another video. Let's get back to the eagles, shall we? So today is number 1, and this is eagle number 1. Let me push this back here. I hope you like what I told you about the eagles, because I'm so excited. Okay. This is eagle number 1. This is Babe. Now, there's a backstory on this one. The very, very first one, it's white, and it's very big. And number 1 is a boy, and his name is Babe. And the reason why I call this eagle Babe is because my cat that I had many years ago, I named him Babe, B-A-B-E, beautiful angel with blue eyes. Babe, I got at a shelter. He was a Turkish Angora cat, and I've never owned a cat before in my life, but this cat became my gangster cat. We went everywhere. We went on those road trips together. We flew in planes, ferries. I mean, we did everything together. This cat literally changed my life. So he's no longer around anymore. He passed away. He lived for about 14, 15 years, but he lived a full life. And when I received these eagles, this one here, I thought, oh, it's got to be Babe, because Babe, beautiful, beautiful angel, blue eyes, baby, beautiful angel, beautiful eagle. So this is Babe. And his message is to be your authentic self. The whiteness of his feathers is light, and light is something you can only see in the dark. So don't be afraid when you're in the dark, because that's where your brightest light shines. You don't have to be in the dark to recognize your light, but you have to understand that you can alchemize anything you feel when you feel like you're in the dark, because that's just an opportunity for you to use that contrast to see your light. So Babe here is here to share with us today, and I'm going to end it on this today, is that when you feel down, look on the bright side. Literally, there's something in there for you to learn about yourself. Just hang in there. Believe me, there's something in there for you to learn about yourself, and it's the light in you that's shining brighter than the darkness. That's all I got right now. Anyway, stay tuned for tomorrow for day 2 for Eagle number 2. Which one will it be? Hang in there. You love you. You love you. Fly higher. Bye for now.